In today's video, we are going to be talking about the 3 must-have fundamentals that your business should have in place before, that's the key word, before you start advertising on the internet. So on social advertising, Google AdWords, wherever you want to advertise, you got to make sure that your business has these 3 essentials in place. Too often we see businesses wanting to get a jump start before they've got the basics covered, and I can tell you that it does not help their campaigns. In fact, it can hurt them. So I'm Meredith, the creative director at Bidico, and we help e-commerce companies scale their paid traffic. So let's get to these fundamentals. So today's video is going to go a little bit differently. I'm going to ask you questions, and then based on yes or no, you're going to take an action. So the first question is, do you have an email list? If you answered yes, check this off your list. List and list. If you don't, put it on your to-do list. You need to be communicating with your customers. How often are you communicating with your customers? Why are you not communicating with your customers? There are a million different things you can put into an email newsletter to communicate with not only current customers, but future customers, past customers. Do you see where I'm getting at this? It's like a never-ending communication web that can bring you more revenue, more customers, more everything. So make sure you have an email list in place and make sure you not only have it, but you use it. And further, it's, we're not going to get into it in this video, but the relationship between your email list and your Facebook, Instagram, Google AdWords campaigns have a direct correlation. They are like a 1-2 tag team, and you have no idea, if you aren't already utilizing this, how valuable one can be for the other. And, the adverse effect is without an email list, your campaigns aren't as successful. There are a million reasons as to why that is, but for the sake of keeping this video short, we are not going to talk about that today. What we are going to talk about though is, the basics. Do you have an email list? Question number 2, are you making an effort organically? What does that mean? That means, do you have somebody dedicated to the look and feel of your social media presence? So is somebody tending daily to your Instagram? Is somebody tending daily to your Facebook? I really don't think that Twitter is necessary, but if you've got one, tend to it. If not, get rid of it. The point is that customers want to see a living, breathing brand. Aesthetically, it needs to be pleasing, it needs to be cohesive, and it needs to be active, because a brand that is dead on social media does not inspire trust. There are a lot of brands out there. There are a lot of dupes out there as well, and especially with ordering over the internet and, e-commerce can sometimes be sketchy. What is the quickest way to overcome that? Be active. Have, a relationship with your customers. Give and take and engage, because that is going to add to your bottom line. It makes a difference. It really makes a difference in your ad campaigns. Organic content and ad content in many, many cases are one and the same. And so I can tell you, when we try to run campaigns from social accounts that don't have a lot of activity, they don't go as well as social accounts that have an actively involved follower base that is engaging and is excited to see what's coming next. So give them something to see, get them excited, get them engaged, and I can tell you that it will drastically help improve your campaigns. The last question, the last fundamental that we're going to talk today is, do you have a legitimate site? And I really don't mean that to be rude or to make a joke, but I mean that. Like, does your site look legitimate? Ask yourself what you're selling. Who are your biggest competitors? Go to their site. How does your site measure up in comparison? Does it look sketch? Does it look like you maybe haven't updated it in a couple years? The truth of the matter is that this is not 2005. You can't get away with a really shitty looking site anymore. It's just not possible. I don't know why you would want to, but here's how we like to describe it. Your e-commerce store, your site, that is your window. That is your storefront. That is your store. So it should look beautiful. You should have great product pages. You should have videos. You should have professional photography. And by professional, I don't mean expensive. I just mean good lighting, good composition, clear photos that, are obvious as to what you're selling. You cannot get away with a second-rate site any longer, especially if you are in, a crowded field. Maybe you're in jewelry, maybe you're in food, maybe you're in homewares. There are a million other people out there who are caring about their site. So it's really easy to fall behind. So make sure that your site is legitimate, that your product pages are working, that everything looks pretty, because I hate to say it, but pretty matters. And if you're not in the place where things are working, get a developer. Tag somebody in, fix it up. It doesn't take that long. You'd be surprised at how quickly you can get your site in working shape and, looking bright and shiny and new. So while there are a lot of other fundamentals and essentials that I think are crucial for launching paid advertising, these three are probably the most pivotal. And if you have these three in place, which are email, organic content, organic socials that are active, keyword active, and a legit, beautiful site that you're proud of, you're in good shape to start launching. I would like to say, though, that there are others that we would love to share. If you feel like your brand is missing a fundamental, but you don't know what it is, there's a link below to get in touch with us. Reach out. We would love to do an audit. We would love to do, a comprehensive look into your brand and help you find those missing essentials that are only going to help your campaigns. So that's all I've got for today. I hope this was helpful. I hope this didn't hurt anybody's feelings. I felt like I was a little harsh, but the truth hurts sometimes. And I will be back next week. I hope you have a good one.